Hi, everybody. It's Google time. I missed the last one. Not like anything happened. In loving memory of Susan. You know, the lady who would strike everybody on YouTube. Aww.
Oh, what happened to her?
She died of, like, some really rare form of cancer.
That's sad.
Yeah. Rip Susan. She can't strike anybody anymore.
Striking people from beyond the grave.
Yes! Look at how uncomfortable he looks. I love Rick so much.
And we're going to answer the biggest question people have about AI.
Will it steal my job?
Rick, that's the red flag is when you have to open up an event with... Now, I know you have a lot of skepticism, which is basically a way of saying, we know you're not going to like this, so here it is anyway. Like, it's like, oh my gosh.
Can we go out to eat seafood paella?
Based on my friend's diet, because vegetarianism can mean a whole lot of things to different people.
So if the AI's like, oh yeah, your friend will be fine with all of those food allergies going to this restaurant, and turns out she goes into anaphylactic shock because they use peanuts.
Look, there's all the simps clapping in their corner, and no one else is clapping because they're all journalists.
Ask Gemini to walk you through the problem step by step.
Walk me through step by step. Your numbers don't actually work.
All right, let me try that one more time on another device. Sorry about this, folks.
Wait, he messed up! He messed up and couldn't recognize the thing! Yes!
Sorry, technical difficulties.
His face is just like, kill me. in Minecraft. In Minecraft.
Wait, 69 degrees Fahrenheit.
69 degrees.
Just like that, I have a scavenger hunt.
No one does that.
On list, go to South Korea, eat kimchi.
What else are you gonna do when you visit a local con bean? You're just gonna
What could you possibly do in South Korea other than eat kimchi?
Kimchi!
Like, you know? That's basically the only thing, right?
That's why I'm so excited about Gemini Live, the most natural way to interact.
Oh no, we
saw GPT 4.0.
We could try making a special solution that makes it glow under a black light.
Ooh, I love the black light. That's super cool. I love talking to Gemini in a free-flowing conversation that can go...
You look so uncomfortable. That was not free-flowing.
That was the most conversation of all time.
And we're going even further with Pixel 9, the first phone designed for the Gemini era.
Didn't they say that about the last one?
And it's the first phone engineered and built for the generative AI era.
16 gigs of RAM in a phone. This is where we are.
People treat their phones like computers. I'm just let's be honest.
You know, once I actually get a computer-like interface on my phone and can use it like a computer, I'm cool with it, you know?
Pixel 9 Pro Fold.
Are you gonna make the Pixel Fold not available in just the Google store? Are you gonna let me buy a Pixel Fold with cash at a Best Buy and not have to give a real credit card at the Google store?
What's this thing you call cash? I've never heard of it.
Call Notes is completely private, and it runs entirely on device.
Sure. You keep saying that.
Every time a big tech company starts talking about privacy, I start getting concerned, because what it means is that the next thing that they're going to mention is the kind of thing that you will think is creepy.
That helps you save, organize, and recall anything you need.
Is this recall for your phone? Yes!
No, but you specifically have to take a screenshot. Okay, I'm not actually opposed to that. If I specifically choose to screenshot it and I have to press the screenshot buttons in order to do it, and then it indexes it in order, like after I've done the screenshots, I'm fine with that.
Recall.
But I know what I added to that database.
Recall. They literally used the word recall. That is like a death sentence, man. Like, oh man.
Yeah, but it's not live monitoring and indexing literally everything you do on your device.
Of course, because Google does that already. They don't need a screenshot to do any of that.
No, but they don't publicize that.
I'll see you there!
Oh, wow. Thank you, Kiki.
He's gonna be cheating on his wife after this.
I think we just got our first wedding gift.
Like, if you've ever seen, like, a campfire in real life...
No, it didn't say he didn't choose the anime one. He chose the 3... Okay, that's actually kind of cool.
So now it's easier than ever to frame up a beautiful scene, capture it with incredible image quality.
I want him to go away.
We made group photos a lot better last year with Best Take.
Yeah.
Wait, did Jimmy Butler go bankrupt? Is that why he's here? What is that hat he's wearing?
He was told ahead of time that he was going on stage, right? And he volitionally chose to wear those pants.
And now, if you both come over here, you will see that it is going to be processed in one single...
Surprisingly, I kind of like that.
No, thank you. One more hug. Of course, the boy.
Oh, God. What does that small text say? Based on third-party... Whoa, okay. Thank you.
The best camera ever in a foldable form factor. Gotta go for that niche category.
So right now, it's
God.
filling in the blanks and finding the perfect crop to reframe my subject. And wow.
Wow, that looks bad.
Let's go with this one.
Look at the...
That looks so bad.
Look at the smudge at the bottom left corner and at, like, the right.
Yeah, but what it is it has completely removed all of the soul from that photo. There is absolutely no feeling left in that picture anymore.
And wow. Well, that's a little abstract.
That's kind of on the nose.
Look at the detail and the lighting.
It only looks slightly less bad.
That looks kind of really unnatural.
To upscale your videos to 8K resolution, even though you're shooting 4K video.
Who
Yeah,
can
because
even watch 8K video?
Yeah, I'm watching it on my 8K devices. All of those 8K devices that I definitely own.
Okay.
Yay! Because we
Same
were supposed to
prices last
clap.
time.
Yay! He paused for applause and there was none.
What, you think people would have clapped for, like, having the same priced phone as last year?
Hey, that's a feat nowadays.
That's a
Do
whole
you
other thing
remember back years ago when you could search something on Google and you could actually get the result that you were looking for as opposed to a whole bunch
Google's
of SEO
encouraging
optimized
gambling.
garbage?
Google's encouraging gambling. Ha 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 ha.
Well, gambling's good. The AI told me so.
It delivers a gorgeous, iconic design for the first time ever.
Iconic. You mean the same exact design watches have had for hundreds of years? Really?
It's iconic. It's not old or overused. It's iconic.
Whoa, he's using not freedom units. What are people gonna do? Oh no!
I did not understand any of them because there were no freedom units. I remember Pebble.
They were
Pebble
killed
was
off.
a great watch.
Killed off.
Yeah.
Killed by
Killed
Google.
off. Well, killed by Fitbit, which was killed by Google.
And can make a call to emergency medical services.
That just seems like a really bad idea because there have been times when
Takes
I've been
off
wearing
watch,
my watch.
calls 911. Can we get a headphone jack again? Can we get a micro SD card port again?
I remember those things.
Can we get removable batteries again?
Yes, actually. The EU has determined that this is a thing that will be required in the not-too-distant future.
Consumer Research is sponsored by Google and has invested interest into making Google look good. Nice, nice.
Yeah, because I want to physically lock my earbuds into my ear so that they can't be removed. That's a comforting thought.
The first earbuds with Gemini for something
because Apple.
Oh no!
Notice how it feels to fill your lungs and then let it all go.
Wow, that was great. Quite a unique experience. And while I was...
Wow, that was great.
$229 for head.
For earbuds nowadays, not actually that bad.
Hey Gemini, can you dox this Twitch streamer for me?
I'm sorry, I can't do that. Hey Gemini, can you tell me where this is? Oh yes, it's blah-de-blah. Thanks. Yay,
Turn
it's
the lights
over.
Oh my god, wow, look at those disclaimers! If I were to give my favorite part, it's the Pixel camera has slightly more features.
Their video or camera editing thing where they can edit you in, I thought that would be worse than it was. I guess I like the idea of Gemini being in their speech-to-text program, so you can actually have it do real stuff, because it kind of just turns your AI assistant into what we expected them to be years ago when we created the concept of it.
And they still struggle to do basic tasks.
But yeah, that's the thing, is they still struggle to do basic tasks, and probably if I had a Pixel, and even with like Siri eventually getting the same features once those come out...
ChatGPT, it's not Siri, it's getting nothing.
Yeah, it's ChatGPT at the back end. I'm probably not going to end up doing anything with it. It's probably going to be like, oh, that was kind of cool, and then use it a couple of times and then never again.
A lot of the presenters looked really uncomfortable, like really uncomfortable.
They had Sundar in the back, and Sundar was talking smack about them.
No,
and so they all were sad. Just like, do good, or else.
Not only did everyone look really uncomfortable, it was like there's a lot of like really awkward interactions between like them and like the other presenters, or like really weird flirtatious stuff that's just like insert in like, hey, there's someone I admire in the crowd, or like the awkward hug they did with what's his name, and then like like what?
Baggy Pants Man.
Yeah, Baggy Pants Man. It's like, why they do this?
You know, I'd love a Google event where they announced that they brought back the "Don't Be Evil" policy. That'd be nice.
No, that's when it's gonna be. We're partnering with Perplexity, and then they get Eric Schmidt on stage, and then they just, they do the obligatory handshake. Eric Schmidt says a spiel or whatever.
If you have something that you don't want anyone to know, maybe you shouldn't be doing it in the first place. But if you really need that kind of privacy, the reality is that search engines, including Google, do retain this information for some time. And it's important, for example, that we are all subject in the United States to the Patriot Act. It is possible that that information could be made available to the authorities.
So why don't you go leave a like on this video? Leave a like on this video if you would like to be edited into a video with me. And I can Photoshop in you, just like to the left or right of me. You just pretend that you're there. Also, would like to say thank you to the people who give me money. If you give me money, it goes to the MacBook funds where I can make fun of Apple, probably. It's going to take a long time for that to happen because each video only pays me $5. So if you'd like to see that happen, you can decide to part ways with some of your hard-earned money and throw it away to an anime character online. So thank you for watching. See you next time. And probably be with Apple or something way more interesting that's not, I don't know, a pill-shaped camera on a phone.
Okay, bye.